Hi, this is Ushio, and welcome back to Cat President, a more perfect union. And yeah, we have now done 3 routes. We have done, yeah, we are Abigail, by the way. That is our set name, and we're sticking with it. We've done 3 routes. We've done Dr. Nomnom. Is it Dr. Nomnoms? I've forgotten the names already. Thunderbolt and Frisky. And we love cats, so we are gonna do this. And also, today, as it happens... Yeah, so here we go. Frisky, Dr. Nomnoms and Thunderbolt. We've done these. What's left is Kale, Rover and DJ Nibbles. But yeah, today, I'm actually recording this video on the 9th of November, which you'll probably forget in due course. But at the minute, today is the day that the presidential election went down. Or at least everyone's considering the results of it. So the vote was yesterday. And today we had the result. So obviously social media and the news is gone berserk. And I thought it was timely to check out Cat President again. So here we go. We're just going from left to right. We're going to check out Kale. And poor old Kale, in all the times I've seen him, he's always being ignored and spoken down to. So it'd be rotten if I made him go last. So yeah, we're going to go with Kale. Here we go, Chapter 1, in which we begin to explore just what a campaign manager actually is. Nice. I decided to go with Kale. He seemed like the right choice for me. If that's okay. Okay, it's wonderful. Welcome to the Kale campaign. Oh, I wanted this to work for me. Yeah, Frisky, we know what you're like. It doesn't matter how many managers you hire, Kale. You're still a loser, a nobody. That brings an end to tonight's Sharp Core debate. Thank you all very much for watching. Yeah, so off we go with Kale. After the debate, I had my first official meeting with Kale back in the hotel room. Abigail, I'm glad to have you working on my campaign. I figure some fresh blood can help us with our problems. What problems? You seem to be doing well. Thanks for saying so, but the campaign is going to be an uphill battle. There are dozens of other cats trying to get where I am. I don't understand. I thought there were only 6 candidates. You and the others were in the debate tonight. No, I don't know. Explain to me. According to new laws, every state gets 1 candidate to represent it, which means there are 50 cats running for president. Yeah, that's quite a lot. Tonight's debate was for the top 6, according to the polls. Well, that's good news. You're in the top 6. Not really. Of the 6, I'm dead last with only 3.24% of the votes. The 7th place cat got 3.23. It's just behind. 0.1%. That's not much of a lead. I know, right? The worst part is that the poll had a 2% margin of error, so for all I know, I'm dead last. Yeah, cat's on the downer. I'm sorry, I should have told you this before accepting you as my manager. If you'd rather campaign for one of the more popular candidates, I'd understand. Yeah, I'm going to stick with you to the bitter end. Yes. Really? You bet. I said I'd be your campaign manager and I meant it. Just because it's going to be difficult doesn't mean I should quit before I've even gotten started. I knew I made the right choice in hiring you. With you on the campaign, there's no way we can lose. Yeah, this is going to be some hard work. So, how do you run a political campaign anyway? Well, as you know, the first primary is tomorrow. We should focus all our attention on that. Right, I totally knew. So first primary is in Meowa. Nice. Right, that's the southern primary state. No, it's the western one. Right. Why didn't I pay more attention during high school? I can barely remember this stuff. I think we went over this in Mr. Drew's history class. I've seen this guy before. When the election system was designed, our country was split up into 3 regions, the northwest, the northeast and the south. In order to make things fair, it was decided that each region would get one of the major primaries during election seasons. We still follow the system today, with the 3 main primaries occurring in the states of Meowa, New Claudia and South Carolina. I don't get it. Why are we still picking our presidents based on what those states say? Like, the country has more than doubled in size since then. Why don't any of the newer states get a say in who gets to be president? Because nobody cares about the states west of Meowa. I mean, following historical precedents is very important. History is the most important. Is that someone's phone? Yeah, that's mine. Abigail, no cell phones in class. Oh, please let me answer the call. Government stuff isn't all that important anyway. Yeah, it is. What if you end up being a campaign manager for presidential candidate someday? You'd be completely unprepared if you don't know this stuff. Yeah, right. As if that could ever happen. Wow. It's funny how life works sometimes. Now that I think about it, Mr. Drew was right. History can be important. I guess I should study my high school history book to learn more about elections. Oh wow. From Washington to Poopsie. Yeah, I've still got my high school book. It was brand new at the start of the year and cost me $500. At the end of the year, I tried selling it back to the school and they offered me $4. I'm still kind of angry about that. Yeah, we didn't sell it. I tried donating my textbook to a local charity, but they gave it back. Ever since then, it's been sitting at the back of my closet gathering dust. I said goodbye to Kale, and I thanked him again for letting me join this campaign. Then I went home and picked up my old history book. We're gonna learn. Miawa, here we go. Miawa is the westernmost state in the entire country. Its residents are mostly farmers who struggle against a hostile environment and even more hostile land squatters. Medicine is scarce in the region, and most people live in fear for deadly diseases like smallpox, cholera and dysentery. What? How? What century are we in? This information might be out of date, but it seems like it could be useful. If Miawans are so scared of smallpox, we could try making that a cornerstone of Kale's campaign. A vote for Kale is a vote against smallpox. Vote Kale, he'll bring more doctors into Miawa. Yeah, that seems perfect. Oh, but it's getting late. Maybe I should go to bed. Oh, what should we do? No, we're going to hit the books. We're studying hard. Yeah. I can't go to sleep yet. I need to do more research. Let me see. The capital of Miawa is Des Miaus. It's the largest city in the entire state. I know, we should do campaigning in Des Miaus. That way we can reach as many people as cats as possible. What a great strategy. Kale will be so proud of me for thinking up such a genius plan. It's not that difficult to work with that. Okay, maybe campaigning in the capital city is not so much genius as it is completely obvious, but give me a break. It's my first day on the job, and besides, I'm sleeping. I visited a few websites on my computer, then turned it off and went to bed. I may not be good when it comes to politics, but I know that politicians give a lot of speeches. So one of the websites I visited was a speech website. You know, one of those websites where people post requests for speeches? What? No, I don't know these ones. One of the requests was Teachers Association wants an hour-long speech on long division for 4th graders. What? I signed Kale up to give a speech. Teachers are important voting bloc, alright? I don't know if Kale can talk that long about long division. Are cats good at math? I hope they are. Next day, I'm out with Kale at the airport. I guess we're off to Miawa. Hey, nice pigeon. Hi Abigail, ready to visit Miawa? You bet. Before we leave though, I got a question. Are you good at maths? Specifically, are you good at long division? Not really. I was a calculator for maths problems. Kind of an odd question. Why do you ask? Well, I signed you up to talk about long division for an hour at a teachers association. Well, I don't know anything about long division. Sorry, I thought it would help you in the election. I guess I should have asked you about it first. Don't feel bad, I appreciate your help. Maybe this will work out for the best. When's the speech supposed to begin? 3 o'clock, right after school ends. We might be able to make that work. I've got charity luncheons at 1 and 2. And obviously the minor debate is at 5. But that's all I have going on for the afternoon. What's that? That's the debate with the lower ranked candidates. Didn't you get the email? No, I'm not on the email list yet. We need to fix that. We also need to research long division. I can do that on the plane flight. In case I didn't say this earlier, I'm really grateful to have you on my campaign. You've got a lot of energy and enthusiasm, and I appreciate that. Thanks. I'm glad I'm working on the campaign too. Everything so far has been pretty straightforward. We're just doing our jobs, you know. Nice everyday presidential campaign. I guess I messed up when it came to the speech, but Kale didn't seem upset about it. He seems a really nice cat, and I'm lucky he gave me the job. I was excited to start campaigning, and I was looking forward to the rest of the day. Little did I know how badly the Miawa primary would go. Chapter 2, in which we finally understand why we needed to learn all that stuff we didn't learn in grade school. On the way to Miawa, I wrote 3 pages of notes on long division. I gave them to Kale so he could memorise them. He said he couldn't read my handwriting, so he made me rewrite the notes on the computer. Most of the morning was spent getting into town and meeting with fat cats. To be honest, I didn't pay much attention to them. I was still jet-lagged. When 3 o'clock came around, we went to the Teachers Association meeting. I was super surprised to find a familiar face in the audience. It's Teach! Yo, Abigail. Oh my god, it's my old history teacher, Mr. Drew. Hi, Mr. Drew. I haven't seen you in 4 years. 5 years. This guy remembers me. He totally remembers. 5. Oh yeah. I guess it would be 5 years, wouldn't it? You're always bad at math, which is why I find it odd you're giving a speech about long division. We've got our work cut out with this guy. Oh, I'm not giving a speech, it's Kale. I see. I also find it odd that you're running a presidential campaign given that you failed the section on US government. I didn't fail, did I? You did. Remember the question about political primaries? You said there were 1,776. Oh yeah. Now, do you know how many primaries there are? 3, I think. Oh yeah. One in Miawa, one in New York, and one in Taco Bell. What? You're right about there being 3, but wrong about where they are. Looks like you've improved a little. Maybe there's hope for you yet. Thanks, Mr. Drew. You're the best. Don't forget to vote for Kale. Thanks and good luck. You need it. I didn't need any luck. I knew Kale could win an election, even if some voters can't tell the difference between him and the other 49 candidates. 49. That's a lot of competition. Luckily, I got a secret weapon. You know all the research I did last night? I put a lot of that information into the speech to make it extra perfect. Now Kale will be sure to impress everyone in Miawa. Really? Teachers, I'm honoured to speak before you today on long division, the most important of subjects that face 4th graders in our country and indeed the entire world. Before I begin, I'd like to mention another issue that concerns all Miawans. Smallpox. Oh really? It's taken far too many lives, and we must find a way to eliminate the deadly disease, I'm pretty sure. Oh my god. A vote for Kale is a vote against smallpox. Vote Kale. I'll bring more doctors into Miawa. Hey, wait a second. Is this a joke? Who put a speech about smallpox into my notes? That disease was cured in 1980. See, Kale knows. Looks like my history book was out of date. Oh, I misread it. Or something. It was terrible thanks to my mistake. Kale looked extremely foolish in his big speech to the teachers. I was upset. And since the entire thing was my fault, I knew I had to be the one to fix it. So I did the only thing I could think of. I started cheering. Yeah. Hooray for Kale. He cured smallpox. Go, Kale. Kale, yeah. Who else is cheering? What? It's Mr. Drew? Yo, Kale. Oh, they're into it. Mr. Drew led the teachers into a rousing cheer for Kale. I knew he wasn't such a bad person after all. Thanks very much for your support, everyone. Now, let's get to the topic at hand, long division. The topic is very near and dear to my heart. Is it? It's always been my belief that we should not let dividends and divisors separate us from each other. If I'm elected president, I will ensure that only remainders are truth, justice and rubber chew toys. What is long division? If we go back through the pages of history, we find that division has always been... That's such a weird thing to talk about. I stopped paying attention to the speech after that, but the teacher seemed really impressed. After everything was over, I made a point to talk to Mr. Drew. There he is. Hey Mr. Drew, thanks for helping with the cheer. You're welcome. I'm surprised though, I thought you didn't like me. I think you're a bad student, but you got a good heart. I don't want you to see or lose your job on your first day. Besides, you're in my class 5 years ago. I'm not going to hold a grudge against you that long, just because you didn't turn in your homework. He's a good guy actually. I love you too, Mr. Drew. I think there's another man you should love more, or should I say cat? What, already? What are you talking about? You'll sort through your feelings in time, I'm sure. Good luck, Abigail. This is chapter 2. Way too early. Way too early to be talking about that. That was weird. What cat could I fall in love with? Well now, hey Abigail, are you ready to go? I loved your speech. You're such a great speaker. Thing is, he's just normal, you know. He's a good speaker, but not amazing. He's a cool cat, but not amazing. He's that kind of guy. Wow, thanks yourself. You wrote most of my speech. Yeah, but your delivery was perfect. I bet you're going to wipe the floor with everyone else at the debate tonight. I hope so. Got a bad feeling. Kale spent the next hour preparing for the minor debate. I thought it was silly to call it a minor debate when the majority of the candidates were there, but that's politics for you. In fact, all the candidates are there except for the 5 that were in the previous debate. So basically it's everyone apart from the other named ones. It's a packed house. I held my breath as the debate began. Surely this would be a breakthrough moment for Kale. Everyone would see how wonderful he is and they'd vote for him in the primary. Come on, guy. Hello and welcome to the minor debate for the Shark Claw Party being held the day of the Meower primary. This is your last chance to see the candidates before the polls close at 7. Let's get started. We've got a lot of candidates to meet and a lot of topics to discuss. First we start with Senator Barkley. What is your opinion of the current tax rate? It's a bit higher than it should be, but hey, what you gonna do? You've got to pay for schools. Senator Bradley, what is your response? I believe the other senator has gone wild and lost his mind. Taxes are too high. Ewing, your response? Taxes to fund schools are not high enough. Turn it up. Congressman Bogues? For the current budget, I'd burn it up, throw it to the floor of the Senate and make them start over. Wrong. I voted for that budget once and I'd vote for it again. Do not speak out of turn. Mr. Jordan. The debate went on like that for a few minutes. I was starting to get worried. When was Kale gonna speak? Finally, the moderator mentioned Kale by name. Senator Kale, do you think voting is important? Yeah. Thanks. What's your opinion on the European Union? What? Is that it? I couldn't believe it. Kale didn't get to say more than 3 words before they cut him off. I mean, I understand it's tough to interview 45 candidates in 1 hour, but that's super unfair. Kale is such a good cat. He deserves much more than that. I decided to... Oh, slap the moderator. I'm going to start cheering. Let's cheer. Yeah. Cheering for Kale worked earlier. Maybe it will work again. Go, Kale. Shut up. I can't hear the debate. Yeah, be quiet. What? The rest of the debate went badly. Kale never got a second chance to speak. I completely understand what Kale was saying earlier about how voters can't tell the difference between him and other candidates. Obviously he's different from the other candidates because he's the best choice, but nobody will know that if he never gets the publicity. No wonder he decided to hire me as a campaign manager. He needs something new, something different, something that will make him stand out. I just wish I knew what it was. How can I help him learn that Kale's policies are the best? And what are his policies, by the way? I meant to look them up on the flight, but I forgot. I guess I'm not that great of a campaign manager. Oh well, maybe Kale will get some name recognition from being in the earlier debate. That'll help, yeah? And maybe they'll list his name first on the ballot. I know a lot of voters always pick whoever is listed first. That's what I did in high school. When there was a multiple choice question I didn't know the answer to. Abigail, you're stupid! Come to think of it, maybe that's why I failed a lot of tests in Mr. Drew's history class. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is that Kale's campaign is not doing as well as I'd hoped. I was expecting him to be in the lead, not hovering around as a nameless face in the debate. I became determined to help Kale with the election. So I did the only logical thing. I went on the internet and looked up how to be a campaign manager. I've got lots of great ideas. I can't wait to share them with Kale tomorrow. Abigail is super stupid on this route. Come on, you can do better than this.